And welcome back, everybody. We're out here for another installment of the Hot 16's podcast with your host, PBP. We are currently checked in live here in downtown Fullerton at the Exhibit Art Gallery and Apparel Shop here, and we can't be more thankful for our sponsors. Also, shout out to E1011 Labs again. Make sure you check out their Elon device. Really great. We've been testing it out through the shows here and through the season. Hope you like it. If you haven't bought it already, go and check out their website, E1011 Labs. It's fucking awesome. So, guys, today, let's cut to the chase. So, like I had mentioned in the last season when we had brought out Burn the Wagon, shout out to Burn the Wagon, my boy Juan out there, finally hit 1,000 followers too. Really proud of him, building the same thing up from the ground up. Me and him, two kids from Point Arena, with a dream. So me and him are doing what we always wanted to. With our guest today is the same thing I did with Juan. I wanted to bring back someone who I'm working closely with, associated with, and I really respect the craft and the hustle. This is all about building a community where I'm able to give people the platform, and just like today, I was giving the area to create my platform. So without further ado, we are bringing back Nancy G again to the show. And last time you got to hear her beautiful voice, now you get to see her wholesome, blossoming flower soul out here today on the show. So guys, let's welcome Miss Nancy G back to the Hot 16's podcast. Nancy, say hello.
Hi, what's up? Thank you for having me back.
Oh, of course. Well, I feel like there was so much that we can still touch on and talk about. I mean, you're such an interesting person, and like everybody knows too, we have the same birthday. So I mean, August 16th, Leo power in the house here. So you're good on that. Yeah, rip that. You're good. Right there.
Birthday, same shirt. What else is the same?
Oh, yo! Shout out Cyanide right there. We got the tech guy. He's been running. He's my Jamie. It's pretty much my Jamie. If you guys watch Joe Rogan, you got to have a guy like Jamie, and if you don't, it's all good. But yeah, we're out here matching. If you haven't picked up on the theme, I'm just doing a bunch of different colored shirts this season, just trying to also show my support for the LGBTQ community. We are currently shooting this in the month of March, so it is Pride Month. So I'm out here showing my support for everybody because my community is all about accepting everybody and letting them be themselves. So guys, without further ado, let's cut to this. I got these beer burps here I got to get past really quick, but we're out here. Nancy, how you doing though? You doing pretty good?
Pretty good.
How's the work life treating you? I know you've really stepped into I know you've been waking up early and adapting, because the first time I had gotten you out, I remember we had to give you some time to adjust to the new schedule. So how's the job been treating you?
Yeah, I mean, it's been 4 months since then, and there's a new opening.
Oh.
I went for it this week.
Are you in consideration?
I got it.
Oh, let's go.
I
Nancy
got
out here.
it,
She just got a new
so-
promotion. Okay,
Yes.
hype man out here. You know, I mean, you already know how I host these shows, so you got to know what to expect here at the Hot 16s. You know what? The great thing too is Hot 16s. One of our main colors is yellow, so I mean, we're out here rocking. You know, and be on the lookout too. The merch is dropping soon. We've had some troubles with that. I do want to apologize to everyone that has been on the pre-order, guys. We got your orders in. We're just trying to figure out some difficulties with laying these prints down for whatever reason. We'll get to the bottom of it. But yes, we got the yellow we're rocking here today, and it's actually kind of cool because see, I have all these colors, and pretty much I'm matching my shirts with my guests, so it's actually working out pretty well. So Nancy, though, work's been going good, life's been going good. Since I last saw you, I remember you guys were just getting ready to start the art walks, the monthly art walks and whatnot, and which has been great. I am now the host, so shout out to y'all for getting me on with that. I love doing that. It's so much fun. I'm looking forward to the next one. I really am. It's April coming up. But with that being said, you got me involved, so we're gonna tell a little story here really quick. We personally got involved, more involved, when you came on the last season. You were like, yo, so the theme is unfinished art. Yes. And we had a whole segment about trying to find time in order to finish the unfinished art. And I remember, I think you were like, oh, I'm going home tonight to do the piece that actually we're going to see a photo of here shortly, and we'll get to that. And Nancy invited me out. She actually told me about it and was like, hey, I know you've brought some pieces, but do you have anything unfinished? And the one that I had in the garage is coincidentally, I usually finish my art, and I had one piece right next to our interview where I used to do all this in the original Hot 16's garage at my house. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna put that piece in. So I had a showing, an exhibit pretty much, and I was like, well, I'm gonna come pop out, do my thing, blah blah blah, and then I show up, and then exhibit just asked me to start hosting the art walk, and I was like, all right, like this is a sign right here. It was meant to be.
You're natural at it.
I am. I mean, I condone myself well. I don't know. I try to. But that art show, though, it really set a lot of things off for me. A lot of things for me. And with those art walks, I had talked to Naomi about this on a previous episode this season. In fruition, how did all that come to light? She kind of gave me her insight, but like you guys meeting Will, you guys getting involved, Will giving you the free kind of go at everything. Like what really like brought that together in your vision?
For the art walk?
Yeah, the art walks, and just like how did that curate? Like how did the people come together? How did the ideas mend? How did you guys know it was going to be a good team? You know, like and so forth and so forth.
Well, since we started off first at a factory.
I remember.
Right?
Yeah.
So we started at the factory and then started bringing in art.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we started bringing art. Once we got this new location, it was like, okay, well,
more,
gallery,
yeah.
you know, art gallery. So at that time, the downtown Fullerton art walk wasn't really active.
Mm-hmm.
It had a few places open here, so we started to get involved. Obviously, the first few months were kind of slow.
Well, you know what,
Yeah.
though? I think we did really well, though. I mean, I remember because it started, well, January is when you really got in high gear. I remember you guys really were like, we're doing this. But it started in September. I remember me, Mercutio X, we all performed. I remember I was like, this is the beginning to something good.
Yeah.
And it was definitely, I mean, now, I think I had said it, yeah, it was the one show I was like, this is probably one of the best turnouts I've personally seen.
For sure.
But everyone keeps getting bigger. But the thing is now I feel like because with the vision going on here with the team and everybody and how we're all involved helping each other, I feel like that right there, and we're bringing this community. And I feel like every time our community comes together, you're going to bring that one new person who then is going to get, it's just like a pyramid. You know, it's essentially like a pyramid scheme of like networking, but it's like, it's word of mouth pretty much. But it's really awesome. Like, I think like, you know, shit, you guys might outgrow your own venue again. Personally, I don't know. Like, you know, I mean, always want to look for higher expectations. But with your work, what was your main focus like when you started doing these shows? Like, what's your main goal?
My main goal is just to get more people out here,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and as an artist myself as well, like just to grow in that area and do more art. So every month we have a different theme. So that challenges us completely to do something with that, you know, whether it be the same style or try something new.
Yeah.
You know, that's the whole point of this, just to try something new and get yourself out.
We're all good. See, that's why we keep cyanide out here, keeping us right, you know. That was the thing, too, like, even just really quick, I'll comment, like, those little things I was kind of worried about, but, like, I've been watching enough podcasts where there's, like, critiques, you know, like, it's all good, but continue, Nancy.
Oh.
Yeah, continue.
Well,
No, you're all good. We're all good. We got him over here. Cyanide is doing his thing. But no, we'll get into another question. No, so no, back to this question. Well, your vision, like you said, you just want to give everybody the space and whatnot. So like, when you come out of these art walks, I guess, what's obviously community and building the platform, but do you get a lot of networking? Like, is that like a big thing for you?
Yeah. So aside from that, was something that I did this past week. I went out to downtown Santa Ana for their art walk.
Okay.
And passed out flyers inviting them to come and join us.
In Fullerton and check out ours. Yeah.
So check out ours or submit something. So I was talking to vendors, other local artists as well. And just getting to know that, you know, like you never know.
So
who you meet.
is pretty much because I'm new to art exhibits. I always wondered how I was going to get involved with anything like this. So pretty much what I've curated is every city has their own movement.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're technically, you know, I rep the Fullerton, you know, we were Fullerton Art Walk, that's our shit, you know. Like there's Santa Ana, Orange, Newport Beach, like all these cities have their own like art walk. So like how do you just get on Instagram, web browser? Like how do you find these events? Word of mouth?
Would be Instagram.
Yeah. And I know that you have like a lot of connections because you also do your modeling, you do photo shoots, and then you're also too just every day being down here because you grew up down here too in Santana, right? Okay, for sure. So also that mending together, that also can get you out more. Do you have a hard time like finding events, or do you have a hard time putting these events together? Has there ever been a challenge for you?
I mean, there's always events, so
Yeah.
it's just a matter of just getting.
And finding the events, yeah. And what's the biggest takeaway from these events? Do you ever like sit there because you do your own? You're like, I would have did this, or I would have did this, you know?
No, I mean, I think every experience is different,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and there. I mean, you meet different types of people. That's what I love, you know, like
Yeah.
the connections that you have with certain like people. I've done a couple events where I'm like, I don't like it. You know, like, oh, I did not vibe at this event, but it's okay. You know, at least I still put myself out there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So when I definitely put myself out there. I mean, you remember my first performance, right? I literally rapped over a E40 Sprinkle Me beat. Like, that's how I started my rap career, performing in front of people. Goodness. Sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle me, man. Hey, shout out to 40 Water, man. Coming up, though, in this season, we're going to be having Everything Great out here. If you guys have never seen Everything Great, he does reaction videos on TikTok and Instagram. And I met Playboy out at another podcast. Shout out to Entrepreneur Hour and Clue and Rodney. We're going to be getting them out on the show soon, too. But, yeah, we definitely have been finding some funny people. But back on topic with the art here, like I was saying, that's ADD right there. Sorry, y'all. Just, podcast, we're going to get wow with it. Get more. We're on video now, so we can actually. I need some do you think I need some focus? Nancy, do you need some focus?
Sure.
Yeah, all right. So we're going to do this really quick. I'm doing this with everybody. So this right here is the Elon. It's super discreet pretty much. I mean, these things it don't matter really how hard you hit them. No, I mean, nothing comes out. I mean, something comes out, but it's like vapor pretty much. So what we have here, these are the focus pods. It's so these are the focus pods right here, and this is a new revolutionary way. I swear to God, we got a live audience here. You ever seen anything like this? Okay, so pretty much what this is, it's Delta 8. It's not it's not the psychoactive. So what it is, it's like utilizing other cannabinoids, and what this vaporizer does is essentially it's like a prepackaged little cartridge right here. Okay, so you have this, right? They put like a little 0.5 gram in there, right?
Okay.
Wow.
so like right here, you have the little 0.5 gram in there, whatever. So what it does is once you push this down and in, there's a little thing that pushes down and activates the coil. Yeah, right. It's like you're like, what do we got? Little halfy, right?
Yeah.
So you push this little bust Daniel down, and you let it do its thing, and you get about 2 or 3 hits out of these things. Maybe 3 or 4 if you're babying them, 2 or 3 good ones, right? And then what's convenient about it is they come prepackaged, so there's no mess. Wow. There's no hassle, and then you get this cute little like 10-pack of like prepackaged, and it's a 1/2. You get 1.8 grams of little prepackaged.
That's so convenient.
And there's no mess, there's no hassle, and these containers too, they're real sealable and they're smell proof.
So do they have like indica, sativa, hybrid?
Yeah, we got a whole bunch. We're going to be getting into one on your show for sure. We're going to bust open this one because everyone's been focusing. So it's time to get focused. So really quick though, we're going to let Nancy try this because we got a fresh battery. It's nothing crazy, don't worry. It's Delta 8. It's not even. It's Delta 8. No, but what the thing is to the audience, guys, if you don't know what Delta 8 is a certain cannabinoid, and when you put too much Delta 9 over cannabinoids, the Delta 9 kills the other cannabinoids, and you pretty much are defeating the purpose of cannabis, the medicinal part of it. So by lowering the percentage under 0.5% of Delta 9, mending it with the other cannabinoids, you then get a more out-of-body experience, not like psychedelic, but you actually get the medicinal properties of the other 453 cannabinoids there is. Yes, everyone's like, oh, THC. No, that's one of 454 active cannabinoids. So
I knew we were getting a science class.
Hey, well, we're doing a product review and we're educating our audience. So Nancy, this is super easy. It's just gonna blink, and once that blinks, give it about like 10 seconds. Just go ahead and give it a good.
From here?
Yeah, and then just give it a so give it a toke. This is the Nancy G E1011 Focus review. Yeah.
kind of hard to like. Like, I'm like, did I get anything?
No, you got it. It's perfect. And so see, look right there. Just do that, and then boom.
It doesn't smell like anything.
Yeah, exactly. Look, not really odor. It's vapor, and then there's that. Just like that, you pull it back, and boom, no mess, no hassle. 10, E1011 Labs. Thank you, Mackenzie. You're the
40 to E10.
Yeah, you went from E40 to E10. So that, guys, though, yeah, we got a little focus right there. We've been doing that with everybody. Just pretty much a good friend of mine, made that happen. So shout out, you know who you are. Thank you very much. Yeah, but we're out here. We'll get back on the topic here. Yeah, so with the art and everything you got going on, let's talk a little cannabis here. Now we're talking cannabis, right? So with the cannabis industry, like, are you obviously, you consume cannabis. Do you ever, like, before you hit the canvas, let me hit the cannabis before I hit the canvas?
Definitely.
Right? Have you ever tried to make sober art? I'm going to call it sober art.
Sober art.
Yeah. Sober art's whack.
Man,
Sober art's whack.
It's boring.
But see, sober art, just like look at any good Lil Wayne track, right? He was off the mud, right? And then he even said, like, when I didn't have anything in my cup, I wasn't creative. Wheezy, baby, yeah. That was my Wheezy impersonation. It was okay. Okay, thanks. Shout out to that. But yeah, so sober art. I'm gonna say this: when I started pouring and making my pours, I straight up was like, yeah, I want to do it like some John Lennon bad boy attitude. I literally would just sit there, put on that really rebellious John Lennon, like that good like 70s John Lennon, and then you just like drink a couple brews, and then you even get like that New York, I call it my version, 70s New York studio artist. No shirt, no shoes, jeans rolled up over the knees, making a huge mess, don't even care. And a lot of my original paintings were curated like that. I would just hour or two, just like, yeah, I'm just gonna get all fucking just and then just like throw it down. But then the thing is like you'd get aggressive with it, and then you'd make a bigger mess, and then the next day you're like, oh fuck, like now I gotta scrub paint off the tile right now.
I have to admit, I'm surprised it wasn't Pink Floyd.
Nah, bro, I fuck with some John Lennon. I mean, I like Pink Floyd. Don't get me wrong, but like I feel okay. We're talking about Pink Floyd. I'm gonna say this. I feel like you really had to like I wasn't there.
I wasn't either.
I don't get it. Like I get it. It's classics, but I don't attract to it.
5 years we talking.
Watch, I'm gonna, because I got a kid on the way. I'm about to just get on all this stuff like Zeppelin and all this Floyd. I'll be like, okay, leave me the fuck alone right now. Like, I'm stuffing bricks in the wall. No, I'm kidding. No, we kidding. So, back on the sober art. We're not sober artists, but we like to, have inspiration. So, what are some of your biggest approaches with art? Like when you do art, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. What's the first thing that kind of comes to your mind? Is it a concept or an idea you want to express?
I think it's a mixture depending on
your mood.
Yeah. So sometimes I get inspired just by watching a movie, mm-hmm. and then I have to take, like now I take notes. So if I get an idea, I write it down.
So you got your little notebook.
On my phone, I just write it down.
Oh, that's right. No one writes their notes down. They actually you type your notes.
Yeah.
Huh. I write my notes.
Oh, Samsung guy over here. Watch out. Like, doing his hey, Samsung guys. Yeah, he writes. These Samsung guys are lit, though. I mean, shit, my phone can't take pictures of the moon. You got iPhone or Samsung? iPhone. Team I have Johnny. Oh, gang. Let's make Apple Richard. Gang. Oh my god, it's funny as fuck. God damn it. I have a little live audience here. That's kind of cool. It's making these episodes a little bit more fun. I mean, man, you be watching some of them, they just be cutting in and out. They got a camera over there you didn't even know about, and it's just like showing like a bunch of stuff, like.
I mean, I could do that over here if you want.
I mean, in time, But Nancy, so back on this right here. So I had talked to Naomi about this, and she told me kind of how you guys met. So you guys went because you graduated, what was it, Fullerton? Or
Graduated from.
but you went to Santa Ana Community College, and that's where you guys met. So what were some of your guys or some of your early memories with Naomi, and like how you guys came to what it is today?
Yeah. So I met her at gallery class.
Uh-huh.
So that's where we learned how to put art up and everything. And at that time, I was a very shy person. I was so quiet, very
I
timid.
know. I remember when I met you and you interviewed me, I was like, wait, I was like, you gonna ask me a question or?
No, but yeah, that was back in 2014 or so.
Yeah, she had mentioned she had
Yeah.
graduated like 2013, and you guys were there and you had met.
So like she was always very out there.
Mm-hmm.
So she would just be dragging me along, and I was there. Just
Yeah, like hey, like
Yeah.
whatever, I'm here,
Yeah,
but
and then we lost connection when she went to Cal State Long Beach and I went to Cal State Fullerton, and then we were connected again because she wanted to do a photo shoot.
yeah.
So she was one of the first
She
persons.
is this the photo shoot where y'all went to Lancaster and it was hella windy and there was tortillas flying everywhere?
No.
Told us a wild story about she was like she went to Lancaster, it was super windy, and she's like, yeah, and I was trying to like do this thing and I had tortillas and they were like,
He pioneered the tortilla chop challenge.
Right?
maybe you know what, man, maybe she inspired that remember like 2-3 years ago when parents were throwing cheese in their
Cheese.
kids. Like, come on, like why y'all gotta throw a slice of Kraft Singles in your baby's face? Like do it to your friend when he's passed out on the couch, but like an infant, can't they suffocate?
I should be doing it later on.
Don't tempt me, Nancy.
Don't do that. Uncle Greg be mad.
Okay, if Siler's on the couch, I don't know. No, but anyhow. Internet challenges are crazy. You know, we gotta start some art challenge. Like where we get an art challenge going and like hashtag exhibit.
Am I hearing a hashtag exhibit hot 16's challenge up in here? The higher the socks, the downer the fool.
Oh man, I don't know who's more down right now. Nancy, are we getting sock checked?
Oh my
Sock
goodness.
check
Oh my
right here, live on
goodness.
stream.
You can
They're
pull them
done.
up. You
They're-
can pull them up. Oh, they're popping though. She.
I mean, you might have the height, but she got the style.
Yeah, I lose. She's got the Air Force. Hey, you know Nancy's legit when she's got Air Force One and cannabis socks on. Oh, you know what, Nancy?
Penguins.
But you're a Sharks fan. Oh, you got to rack both. My Kraken are in the playoffs, so that's all I know.
Well,
But I
the
bet.
Sharks are in last place and got a better shot at Connor Bedard.
Great. I don't even know who the hell that is.
There you go.
Do you have any sports influences at all?
No, not.
You ever been to it? You have to have been to an Angels game at
Yeah,
least.
I've been to an Angels
I mean,
game. No, I haven't.
yeah.
Ducks fly together.
So that's fine though. I mean, how many times you just go like with friends? You get invited.
Yeah.
So sports was never like it was like nothing like maybe soccer, football, nothing like anything like that. You were just doing your own thing. So what were you doing in high school? Like
I
what
was
was?
in choir.
Oh, so what? We're gonna get Nancy G.
Say, can we get some singing?
Yeah, we're gonna get Nancy G on my like for some background vocals. Shit, we could get a Johnny Bars, Nancy G, PBP, fucking just banger. Yeah, acapella. Oh, we got chest bagging already. So you used to do like full-fledged like.
I was an alto.
Oh, so what? Yeah, what do you? So what? Yeah, just give us one.
I have not sang like that since I graduated.
So what kind of like? I guess I tried to do choir, but it's just because like me and my buddy, I wanted to hang out with my friend. I didn't take it serious, but like, so choir alto, that's a high octave, right? For vocal, isn't it like because you have the 4-octave ranges, 5 or whatever, but 4 is the most highest in common or highest
It's
common.
like
Sopranos,
like the high one, and then alto's like lower.
but
and then
still like
it's a tenor and then bass.
yeah, but if you can hit like farther away from the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I know Chris Cornell was a 4-octave singer. Billie Eilish is too, believe it or not. Yeah, Billie Eilish, because the only reason I know that is because I was watching a lot of BBC Radio 1 takes, and she was doing her tour, and I was like, oh, fuck, I'll fuck with some Billie Eilish. Like, hell yeah, you know?
he has
Yeah.
still to this day the most.
Even after smoking all those cigarettes. I aspire to be able to consume the amount of shit some of those guys do and like be like, yeah, I'm fine, fam. What's up? Right? I mean, Ozzy Osbourne, like, what the fuck? That guy snorted fire ants.
He just retired.
No, I know that. I know he's retired out of music, but I mean, he's still Ozzy Osbourne. You can never take away what he did. And it's crazy. I learned about that on VH1. Man, shout out VH1. Learned so much about the music. You know what?
Hashtag not a sponsor.
Hashtag not a sponsor. I'm not. I do not endorse them. No, but I learned about. I learned about that though, and that's the thing that's crazy. Like, do you have any like at a wall? There we go. We'll lead off on Ozzy here for a question. Just really insane. Yeah, insane influences. Like people who are like like really like just sporadic. Like, do you have any like out of body or like out of pocket people?
My life?
No, not in your life.
Like in my life?
No, not in your life. No, that inspire you maybe on like a celebrity who's someone just wild, like crazy, you know?
Oh,
Is there any kind of
crazy.
energy that you're like, man, that's some like let loose energy, you know?
Not let loose, but like more like a bad bitch like energy type of thing.
Okay. Go bad bitch, go bad bitch, hey, go bad bitch, go bad bitch,
You're
hey.
looking at AJ going, crazy people influence.
Hey, if you're not, everyone's a little crazy, right?
A little bit.
Just a little,
Every artist.
just a little bit. So, who are the bad bitches that give you bad bitch energy?
Well, it's more like the artist would be reggaeton.
So some Rosalia.
Carol G, Kasu. I love her style. Very out there, and I feel like I always try to embrace that. Like
Yeah.
just go out there, not care.
Well, speaking of embracing, I know that you sent us some of your work. So, not only guys is not only is Nancy a model, a photographer, an artist, and just all around a great person. She has a wide portfolio of art. She's also what? Oh, bad bitches. Yeah. So, to get back on this topic here, she has sent us a portfolio of her work. So just a little bit different from what we've been doing on our episodes with, say, music video premieres or any of that. We're going to be checking out her catalog of her art and her modeling. And she's going to go and we're going to switch over here and we're going to let her do her thing. So, Nancy, we'll start. We have everything queued up right now, so you're right there. Just make sure you're talking to that. I'll ask my questions, but just keep your focus there. So, Greg, let's run this on a full. Is it full or is that?
You're good.
Okay, cool. So, right here, what do we got going on here? I see a wrestling, like kind of like luchadora. Luchadora? Okay, fuck. I mean, shit. I'm trying.
Yeah.
So we got the luchadora, and that's you.
Yes.
Yeah, because I remember I saw that. So you had taken photos and uploaded them, and could you
So I
do
gotta ask, do you have the mask?
Yes, I do have the mask.
so graphic design
I don't
too?
have it with me.
Man, you should have wore the mask, man.
Right.
What?
Yeah, so this was actually, I was invited to be part of this art gallery in Long Beach. So I invited Noemi as well, and we collabed on this one. So I came up with 3 outfits. She shot me, took the photos and everything, and then I took the images and illustrated them.
That's awesome. So pretty much.
I do have a question. The snake on the foot?
Yeah,
Is that a tattoo?
that's a tattoo.
you have?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a
I got
decent.
tattoos.
Oh.
Because you have the
That didn't hurt.
Oh, mine's the whole top of my foot.
Yeah.
Both feet.
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
it done in
same.
one section. I broke the chair.
damn.
I don't know. I feel like I have a very high tolerance. I just got tattooed yesterday, like right here in my back, and the girl's like, "Are you good?" I'm like, "Fine, like I'm good."
But
keep
some
going."
people are like that, no, because I know I got my guy, shout out Lee's with Ink out in Calgary up in Canada. That dude literally tattoos himself, and like he has this one he did on his face, and I'm like, bro, like that you're good. He's like, oh yeah, fine, man, and I'm like, tattoo your face, like yeah.
Crazy.
He's got a lot of awesome body work, and he does like kind of Renaissance like creatures from like stuff like that. So let's keep going here, though. Ooh, I remember this one. No, I remember this one. So pretty much unfinished exhibit. So
Yes.
this was the piece that you were talking about. So the after I interviewed you the first time, this is what you went home and worked on but didn't finish to make it unfinished. So this was a piece that we had actually talked about. So let everybody know what do we got going on here.
Yeah, so that's like a 5-panel.
So okay, so I see you have the one in the middle is its own, then left and right same size, and then off to the left and right again same size.
Yeah.
That concept, it's almost two. It's like its own, like zoom. Like it's kind of like
Panorama.
there you go, panorama.
So I do have to ask,
Yeah.
was it ever finished?
No, it's not finished.
So it's potentially unfinished, or you just
It's
haven't
still
gotten
unfinished.
to it.
It's still not finished yet. That was a couple months ago.
I mean, that's just
No dig.
Yeah.
yeah, but that was the inspiration for me to
Yeah.
get out. That's what we were talking about on the second season. So if you guys haven't checked out that episode, make sure you go check that out.
Yeah, that one took a long time, because I had to put like stickers around it.
Mhm.
Not stickers, tape, because it's all geometric. So some of them were taped, and then we have the circles that had to be like painted without the tape.
Mhm.
So it's very time consuming, and I know I have to go over it again.
I mean, I think it looks badass. You eat some mushrooms or
There's
Yeah.
levels to it.
yeah, there's definitely levels to that. I mean, you could probably spend like an hour on each thing, like being like, oh, I fucking, it's all that, just ripping. It's badass though. I love that
Thank
piece.
you. Yeah, I know, seeing it across right here, just coming in from exhibit.
I
was
remember,
like,
and then you
it's
were like,
hot.
Andrew, you got to come see my unfinished art. And then I had to show you my
I will
little.
say that looks finished. Like,
It looks
I know
finished.
it's not supposed to be finished, but like,
I mean,
I can
that-
see that selling as an unfinished too. That's
Aw,
Yeah.
thank you.
A lot of time though. So what else do we got here?
Okay, so this is something I started doing recently. Printing my own shirts with using the sun. So
Wait.
yeah.
Well,
So it's a negative, So I do like whatever illustration on the computer, I print it on a clear sheet as a negative. And
okay.
then whatever's clear is what's gonna transfer onto the fabric.
This chick really just said the Cricut's too mainstream for me.
Wait, what do you
The
mean?
Cricut's the screen printing T-shirt
Oh,
design
yeah.
business, and she said that shit's too mainstream. I'm doing my own.
Yeah, that's wait. So you literally, so it's like the photos you develop, like the before. Fuck, I'm an idiot. I'm sitting here talking like jumbling my words. So you said you print a
Yeah, I
Negative.
printed on
negative, and
yeah.
that's like when you say negative back in the old
So when
day.
you take a picture and you unroll the
Film.
the film that
So
black
you
and
just
white,
take
you
that
can-
raw black
So
and
you
white.
could do that, or this one gives you the freedom to do it literally. You could do it digitally, whatever you want,
Mm-hmm.
and then I print it on a printer with a clear
Yeah.
yeah, and then the ink is the one that you have to buy. It's called Solar Fast, and you put it on the shirt, and then you put
And it literally.
and then you put it under the sun.
How long
For
does it take?
15 minutes. If it's a nice sunny day, 15 minutes.
LA,
If it's
always nice.
if-
Is there a heat temperature though where you got to be careful?
No, you just have to, like, if you leave it out too much, then it's gonna go through, and or if you don't leave it in, if it's like
So it's
gloomy.
15 minutes.
yeah,
That's-
normally it's 15
That's
minutes. Yeah,
hard.
and then just wash it, and that's it. That's like whenever I have an event.
So you're
or
telling me if
something,
I gave you my logo, which you already have,
Yeah.
you could print it on
I
that
could
shit
put it
and
on your
do it.
shirt right now.
That's fire.
Yo,
Yeah.
every one of your rainbow shirts needs a negative
Right?
Hot 16s
Yeah.
imprinted on it and be sold as a limited edition item.
After it was worn on set, $100.
That shit's fire. Like,
That's-
legitimately, that's probably one of the coolest things I've seen yet.
Thank
That's-
you.
that's
Yeah, we've been
legit.
literally doing this all day today, so that's dope. But what do we got here right now, Selena?
Okay, so
We got a little
My
work.
favorite character in the DC universe.
Hell
Selena
yeah!
Kyle.
So explain what we got going on here.
All right, so I'm a huge DC Comics fan. So the next 3 pieces are from DC Comics, and this one's a collage. So that's something that I also like to do.
Here, I'm just gonna step because I'm like honestly, I'm kind of blind.
So yeah, so part of it it's magazine. Some of them is the background is painted and the Batman
AJ,
as
I
well.
love you, but you're blocking her too.
I just like sorry, y'all. I just like that. I can see like I actually might have to go touch up my prescription again, like on everything. On
So that one's inspired by the Batman movie,
okay.
The new one?
the new one that just came out. Yeah, so
Okay.
that's
I haven't seen
what
that
that
yet.
one's
Okay.
inspired by.
I mean, is there like something else you're trying to say in there too? I don't know. I feel like
Well,
there's
it's
like
like-
there's a
it's
lot of
just-
anger.
It's their love.
It's a love,
It's a love-hate
relationship
really.
between Batman and Selena Kyle.
See, I'm not into the comics
Bro,
like too
she's-
hardcore.
She is legitimately his best villain
Yeah.
because she's a villain, but she's also the
His
love
girl.
of his life.
It's
Yeah.
It's the best story arc of the whole comic series.
Yeah.
Okay. On God. Oh, and we got some Joker right here.
Got the Joker.
Okay, I know who that is. I mean, is that
I should hope so.
wasn't that one in here?
It's all
It was
over
it
around
was here.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was
we
like,
have
wait, I've seen that one, but
Yeah.
explain though.
Yeah, that one's just the Joker. I always wanted to do something with the Joker,
Mhm.
and that's the one that I chose.
So who'd you base him off of? Which iteration, or are we going straight comic book here?
That one's a straight comic.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like the earlier.
I would-
earlier.
Yeah, I can.
Kind of get
Yeah.
the Jack Nicholson vibe
Yeah,
off of him,
that
so
one was the
that's why I was
earlier.
curious which.
Mhm.
I'm a huge comic book nerd
Yeah.
as a whole.
Yeah,
I honestly prefer like going based off like the comics. I feel like it looks more vintage.
You know what's
or-
crazy about
yeah.
this too? See, my only resemblance with comic books for me was actually, I don't know if you guys, it's okay, DC, Marvel, right? You got to pick
Mhm.
your side. So growing up for me,
Fuck no, you don't have to pick yourself.
my mom was DC and my dad was Marvel.
Mm.
But see, my parents though were born in the 50s and 60s, so they grew up on comic books.
Yeah.
And shit like that. So I always remember my mom though. She used to have DC in the 80s released the training cards, the DC training cards, and my mom has the full holographic DC sets from the 80s, and that's how I learned about superheroes. My mom was like, "Here, I'm gonna show you this." Like,
You still have them?
yeah.
So you,
yeah.
I don't know, not a lot of people know this, but Superman actually dies in the comics.
Yeah, I know. I have original Death of Superman's
So do
unopened.
I have the
Yeah.
original 8-run series that I
Yeah.
got from my dad.
Do you
that
have
talks
Do you
about
have the
Superman
ones
and
though,
all.
the unopened, the black bags with the bloody Superman logo?
I don't have the bags because my dad opened them, but I do have the full run where it's Superman dead, and then each person stepping up to take over
Yep.
one power of his to create
I don't even know that story because I don't want to know it.
the.
No.
It's a pretty solid.
And that's the
read.
thing though
Yeah, I
too
should
is
check it out now.
I've heard though that the modern with the Marvel movies and DC that they actually do like a okay job at resembling the comic books. I personally have never read them.
I will say that Marvel has done a better job
Yeah.
of representing the pages to screen.
Yes.
DC, as much as I love DC comics, like to actually read, I don't feel that they have a solid.
Yeah.
Just like their animated movies, though. Those are
Those
the
are solid.
best.
Those
I
are
like
great.
I love them.
Those are great. Have
Yeah.
you seen the Amazon one that they did? It's called Invincible.
Oh yes, that show's really good. I don't know if they're bringing it back though. They should.
Are.
Oh, they are.
They're doing another
Okay.
season.
Hell yeah.
That
There we
one's a
go.
good show.
So this though pretty much it's DC for you, I take it, or are you DC and Marvel or DC?
I mean, I like both because I mean you gotta get credit, you know.
Yeah.
It's good.
Ooh.
But I don't know.
Well, good little Catwoman here.
Women.
So obviously, I know you have your cats.
I love cats.
I know you have your kitties. I love my kitties. My
Yeah.
cats are great.
I was not a cat fan probably like 2 years ago. I was just dogs, and then my sister got 2 cats. One of the girls, like she just fell asleep, and like I felt her little head just like knock out on me, and I was like, it changed my life. And
That's
then I
all.
got myself another
I've
cat.
always been a cat person. My dad, while growing up, was like, I don't clean up dog shit. Just grumpy old man. Shout out, Dad. I love you, Dad. But cats, though, are great, though. You know what? I've got really lucky because where I grew up, my cats, they were like little dogs. Like, till to this day, they literally go hiking with me and shit. Like, we got to go to the bathhouse. Come on, Nina. Let's go.
I hated cats until got up my wife. Now I love cats. I want another one.
Yeah.
Kitties are great, though. So how many cats do you have? You have 2?
I have 1 that's mine, and then 2 that's my sister. Yeah.
Okay. So what do we got going on here?
So this was for our art exhibit right here for Dia de los Muertos. They're all self-portraits except for the bottom left corner.
Yeah.
That's of Frida. It's Frida with Dia de los Muertos. But the other ones, yeah, that's basically a self-portrait of myself. One of them, the first one, they literally spray painted me my whole body.
What?
I was topless. I only had pasties. He spray painted the back as well, so the whole back was also skeleton.
So you completely were painted.
Yeah, I was painting. I was wearing a traditional skirt, but the whole top.
Dedication right there.
Yeah, it was so cold.
Where'd you shoot that at?
That was at Pico Rivera.
Oh, Pico.
Yeah,
it's called.
Pico
Well, you're out
Rivera.
there by because they got the river over there, so the wind kind of whips through over there.
Yeah, so
The
that
San
time,
Gabriel River, it whips.
I was freezing, but I did it, and it was like one of my favorite events.
Awesome. I mean, that's dope. I mean, this is an amazing portfolio that you got going on. You have you captivate like so much wide variety. Oh, we got Frida Kahlo. Well, of representation, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, like I had mentioned to you, so everyone here knows. Shout out Davina, and her great grandmother. Fun fact is, I went to school with my friend, and her great grandmother used to work right alongside Diego Rivera and Frida Kahlo, and she pretty much was just an assistant to Frida Kahlo, and which was really cool. Which was they used to do presentations for our classes, and they had a bunch of rich family history where they would present that to us and educate us on indigenous culture, art, and pretty much just teaching us about the world. So I just wanted to say that really quick. Thank you, Davina, and your family for always sharing that with us and opening your family history to the world and educating us on the proper truths of the history of Frida Kahlo. Nancy, take it away.
Okay, so for this one, that was my first time ever dressing up as Frida.
Mm-hmm.
So
You look pretty damn close. I mean, the unibrow, right? Is what she had, right? Though wasn't that?
That time I didn't, but then now when I do dress up as her, I do the whole mustache, the unibrow, everything.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like that would be Frida Kahlo if she didn't have the unibrow and the mustache though. Like I see that though. You guys share a similarity. Good job. You represented that well. So what do we got here? We got some.
So that's like the series from the movie where Salma Hayek came out in. So there's a scene where she's like sitting down in the chair and she starts drinking.
So I see you like to reenact or shots or certain scenes. And do you do this with friends or do people seek you out to do this?
I do it with friends, or if they seek me out, like I throw out, if I have an idea, I'll throw it out to them, and if they're wanting to do it, then
Definitely.
But that's the type of photography that I prefer to do.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, is that a bottle of Cazadores on the ground?
So in the movie, she starts drinking and then she decides to just cut her hair.
So you're pretty much like telling like the story.
Yeah.
In the photo shoot. That's pretty hard. You got the Cazadores too. That's fucking hard. Is that it for that, or do we have any? That's it. Okay. Well, Nancy, that was a portfolio that you put together for us to check out, and I'm very always impressed with your work. But those were some new shots. I haven't seen these. These are badass. So awesome. Shout out Nancy G out here. She's doing her thing. Always holding it down. The Frida Kahlo one was pretty badass too. That was really, really dope. But we are coming in right now, guys. We're hitting that 45-minute mark out here. We're running it, man. We're out here at the Hot 16's. This is season 3. We're out here on YouTube and Spotify for the video visual. And if you don't have that, you can still catch us on the other 15 streaming platforms. We're available everywhere. Google, Amazon, Pandora, iHeartRadio. We're going to be streaming too on Twitch, and we're going to be doing live events, and we're going to be doing pop-outs, 3-4 hour Twitch streams here pretty soon this summer. We've got a bunch of shows lined up. Everything's going great. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in like you guys have been doing, supporting the community, spreading the word, Hot 16's Fest, everything. We got Nancy G out here. She came back out. We got Nancy G 2.0 and Hot 16's with your host PvP. We're doing our thing. And Nancy, is there any kind of like final shout outs you want to give, or kind of any other people that were inspiration to you to, in the past few months, maybe just since we last talked?
Well, definitely huge shout out to Exhibit Life.
Yeah, of course. We're here in this beautiful, amazing building.
Yes, I feel like now, like we have like a solid team,
Yeah.
so we're just already have everything lined up for the rest of the year.
I know,
I'm
and
excited
that's
for
why I
that.
was asking. I was talking to him earlier. I was like, "So what's the theme in May? What's the theme in June?" You know, so
start working on that.
yeah, no, that's definitely good. I'm just thankful to be a part of it. You guys, like, see, even then from there, like the opportunity that was given, like I'm in between. I'm like, okay, who can I talk to? Who don't I know? You know, like
Yeah.
I'm gonna go bug this person and go open that door. So yeah, shout out Exhibit, and you guys got good momentum too. Is there any other like future plans or anything like we can expect just with what you guys got going on that you can just talk on or anything? Just the same flow, just the art
It's
walks.
just trying to make it grow more and get more artists. Like I said, now we know what's gonna happen throughout the year, so we're able to just reach out to people.
So yeah, you have a solid plan, like
which is good now, because like I said, like now I feel confident enough to be like, hey, I have this gallery over here, like
we have
show
access to
something.
this.
Yeah.
We do shows here, you
Yeah.
know, yada yada, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, you guys are doing great. So I'm just really thankful to be a part of it, and I'm here doing the best I can to bring my people to the community. Because I mean, I have my little group of people over there and out in Norwalk. Shout out Norwalk 562 out here.
I do have to say,
What's
the
up?
cameras that we have rolling through this place and the little bit of art that you can see does not do it justice.
Oh no,
It's much more impressive in person.
Oh yeah, we're just out here. This is the set. This is the first ever Hot 16 set. You know, but it is, you know, like we got into the episode with Naomi with her piece. We talked a little bit about, and like I didn't even know that thing's like over 2 years old.
The top part.
Yeah, I was like, what? How the hell is that shit like?
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Hot 16s, man. We dive it all. We figure it all out here. We like to keep it hot. Where your 16s at though? Come on, Nancy. You sing choir. Give me a 16-bar choir verse.
I just reconnected with my old choir class.
Well, then
And
let's
I'm
get them
like-
out.
I'm hearing less excuses to not be singing.
Right? So
No,
are we gonna
but-
have like a full like choir like
Well, I was-
exhibit fest or something?
No, but I was like for our next show, I was thinking of bringing the mariachi class from Savannah High School.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
That shit would be lit.
I mean, you guys could sing something like, I mean, I want to see someone's wine glass break. Is that a real thing? Like, I want to see that.
No, not real.
Damn it. Fuck. Let me
We can't
down.
sing at that frequency.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't
You
know.
wouldn't be able to hear it.
Oh no. I feel like I'm gonna start singing the fucking Halo anthem. I never was a Halo kid, but I went over to enough buddies' houses where at that time the Halo was the fucking shit. And then Call of Duty came around, it was over.
Halo's still a shit home.
Hey, Halo kid, watch out. But Nancy, we're coming into the end of the segment here. Is there any other final thoughts or shout outs that you want to give to anybody watching today?
Well, just shout out to my family, everybody that supports me on the IG.
It's booming.
Shout out to you guys. Thank you for having me back.
Yeah, for
again,
sure,
you
Nancy.
know?
No, definitely. Like, I felt like we had a great conversation before, and we got a lot of great things coming up, and we're, you know, starting to work within, you know, the same pool of people. So I'm trying to get my people out here. Like, if I have the guest and people want to be on the show, then I'm going to do it, you know? So thank you for coming back out, and thank you for being a part of the first video set. And not only was she here for the first video set shoot that we're doing, she was my last guest in the garage last season. And I remember I told her, I was like, you know, Nancy, this is going to be my last episode ever in this garage, and you're it. And now we're here and we're shooting the third season with the video. And that's just
How crazy is it that you have two guests from last season garage podcast?
pretty crazy.
Think about it. You got me from the 3 print podcast.
Yeah. We had you on the
running your
3 print,
video.
and then so now you're running all the tech and doing everything. So yeah, no, that is a good point. Thank you for pointing that out. But like, yeah, I mean, we, you know, this is just it. I never like I said, 11 months ago when I came and I met you guys, like, and you interviewed me, who would have thought I would have been interviewing you?
I know.
What a world.
For
Right.
real,
I mean,
though.
seriously, like, I don't know. Like, I am, like, I'm just a natural at it, and we're just going to keep it going. So, Nancy, thank you for coming out. Thank you for being a part of the show again. And thank you guys for letting me do this here this weekend. It's awesome. I really appreciate it. Guys, we're coming out to the end of the episode here. This has been just such a great another hour. Another conversation, a lot of laughs, throwing craft singles in your baby's face. Shit like that. Hey, but I'm PvP. This is Hot 16's. We're tapped in here at the Exhibit Art Gallery and Apparel Shop down here in downtown Fullerton. Guys, it's been an honor. Until next time.